if you're a new viewer, let me just tell you exactly who I am. I am Keith Weinhold. I'm a writer on the Forbes Real Estate Council. I'm the author of the international best-selling Amazon book, 7 Money Myths That Are Killing Your Wealth Potential. I coined some popular phrases in the real estate investing world, like real estate pays 5 ways, and even don't quit your daydream. That's trademarked. But I'm probably best known as the host of the long-running Get Rich Education podcast that focuses on real estate investing and how that's made more ordinary people wealthy than anything else. So just breaking that down and making it really simple for you. And you know, with almost 4 million listener downloads now, the Get Rich Education audio podcast is actually the most successful thing I've ever done in my life, I guess. And sometimes I wonder, gosh, why couldn't I have been better at like sports or something like that? It's podcasting. So listen to Get Rich Education on your favorite podcasting platform. Get Rich Education Nation, we're doing something a bit different here. Oftentimes, when I have a guest here on the channel, I'm the one asking the questions. Today, we've got our operations lead here at Get Rich Education, Andrea Newbern, MBA, to ask me a few questions about real estate investing and personal stuff and whatever else. Welcome in, Andrea.
Thank you so much for having me, Keith. What got you to start talking about real estate investing in the first place?
Practice from talking to coworkers back when I used to have a day job at the Department of Transportation. I would talk to DOT coworkers, and really, Andrea, the thing that made this whole subject of passive income from real estate come up with my coworkers is that they heard that I was going to go on a Hawaiian vacation again, and you know, a lot of them just weren't living a lifestyle like this. So it was really the lifestyle disparity that my coworkers could see that I was living, and this would be unusual to them because, you know, we all made about the same amount of income there. So how was I living this lifestyle that they weren't? And by the way, the most money that I ever made from that job was $108K in a year. That was probably 6 or 7 years ago. So in inflation adjusted terms, maybe it's 130 some K today, but I needed to work overtime in order to get an income like that. And the answer I gave to my coworkers when they asked how I'm doing this again is passive income from real estate. You know, I have some rental properties, and the rent income minus all the monthly expenses gives me this passive income. And you know, when you talk to an everyday W-2 job worker about passive income, you know, oftentimes they kind of tilt your head and like their head rather, and they're like, what do you mean? You know, kind of like a dog would, like passive income, like income actually shows up that you don't need to work for. And that was really what got me started talking about it. So I never knew it would turn into this, but I'm in my 8-foot by 10-foot cubicle at the DOT. It was just typically one person at a time I was talking to, but this actually gave me practice to describe things like leverage and cash flow and things like that. And I didn't realize that that's what it was setting me up for. Compound interest does not build wealth. Getting your money to work for you does not build wealth. What is this financial heresy that I'm talking about? Whoever heard that before? Well, it's an epiphany to some people with how wealth is created in the real world. With directly investing in real estate, anything less than a 20 to 25% total return per year is actually disappointing. One big reason is because you are paid up to 5 ways simultaneously. In fact, I don't expect to buy real estate unless I would think that I would get paid all 5 of those ways at the same time. The first of those 5 ways is with appreciation. The second is cash flow. The third is with an ROA, return on amortization. The fourth is with insanely generous tax benefits. And the fifth, and probably the least understood, is an inflation profiting benefit when you tie up long-term fixed interest rate debt. You get to pay back the bank with dollars that depreciate on them twice as fast as their interest can accrue on you. That's a deal that you want. When you buy real estate with a loan, what you're doing is you're buying something that historically goes up in value and borrowing something that historically goes down in value. Dollars. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel here if you would. I think that's like a best practice or something that you're supposed to ask about, and I don't think I've asked you to do that in months. So go ahead and subscribe and then hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button if you do want to be notified when the next video is here for you. I'm Keith Weinhold. Thanks for being here, but you weren't here for me. You were here for you. We'll see you in the next video.